Once upon a time, there lived a man named Ayomide. Ayomide was the firstborn in a family of 4. He had married a Beni and they were blessed with 2 children, Chibuzo and Adenike. Ayomide was a poor man who had to work very hard to get a meal for his family. He would wake up very early in the morning and return home very late. Ayomide's siblings were rich and had successful businesses and vast acres of land where they produced enough food and sold some of the food to cater for their needs. Being a firstborn, Ayomide felt the pressure of being successful as well. One day, as Ayomide was walking to work, he met a rich man who was driving.
"Young man, come on in. Where are you walking in rain at this time?"
The man gave him a lift. Ayomide got in and thanked him.
"Thank you so much, sir."
On their way, Ayomide asked the man what he does for a living for him to have such a good life. The man did answer for some time, and after some silence he said,
"Even if I explain to you, you'll not understand. Maybe you can come visit me one day and I will show you."
Out of desperation, he decided not to go to work on that day and follow the man. After some minutes, they arrived in his big house and Ayomide was shocked. He had never imagined that one day he may come near such a big house.
"Welcome to my humble abode,"
the man said. On entering, they found 2 men dressed in dark clothes seated on the floor. They were quiet and looked to be in their own world. Ayomide was now starting to get scared. The man assured him that there was nothing wrong that was to happen. He wanted to leave, but the man told him,
"You want money, right? Let me show you what to do, and you'll choose whether to do it or not."
Holding his hand, Ayomide was taken to a chamber, and he was shown a lot of money filled in bags.
"You give us one of your children and you get your bag,"
the man said.
"What are you going to do to him?" "I am desperate for money, but not this desperate. My children will not be used for rituals. I better die poor,"
Ayomide said as he tried to walk away. To his surprise, the doors were locked, and he couldn't manage to get out.
"I need to leave. I have work to attend to,"
he said. The 3 men laughed loudly, making him angry. "Once you enter in this house, you cannot leave without giving out one of your beloved. If not, you will become the sacrifice and get nothing out of it," the man said. Ayomide, being a greedy man, he agreed to bring one of his children. He left that evening and planned on how he was going to do it. One evening, as the children were playing outside the house, Ayomide's secretary called his daughter Adenike. He asked her to follow him quietly. Innocently, Adenike followed his father, hoping for something better. They entered into the woods and headed towards the rich man's house. On arrival, the young girl was excited to be in such a big house. They entered the house and they were served with different kind of food. Ayomide said to his daughter,
"Stay here with these people for some time and I will be right back."
The man handed him the bag and he left immediately without looking behind. Ayomide buried his money in the forest where no one would be able to trace it. And he walked home like nothing had happened. On arrival, he found his wife Abeni and his son Chibuzo looking for Adenike. Once Abeni informed him on the news, Ayomide pretended to be surprised and worried.
Who could do such a thing? Who is that who wants to make us suffer?
He said. He took part in helping them search for her and called the villagers to help in the search.
Where was she seen last?
He asked as if he was concerned. They took hours in search of Adenike, but she was nowhere to be found. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. Abeni, the mother, was very stressed for losing her only daughter. She mourned her, but in her heart, she had hoped that one day she will meet her daughter. Ayomide, on the other side, carried out his life like nothing had happened. This made Abeni to become suspicious. How comes he is not stressed? He has not been going to work, but he is able to provide food as well as luxuries. Where did he get the money from? Abeni would think to herself every time she saw that his husband was stress-free.